Today I'm reviewing the AQUA UX. Hi Vapists, and welcome to another episode, or the first proper episode of Full Steam Ahead with me, Darth. Today I'm reviewing the AQUA UX, which is Footoon's latest tank, and it's quite unique in the way it does airflow, juice flow and a number of other things. I'll show you that in the down view in a minute. I've been in touch with, I've been chatting to Chang-Yu Kim, who is Mr. Footoon, and he basically sent me one of these for the purpose of review. All I paid on it was shipping, so just to let people know that I do actually have this for the purpose of review. Yeah, it's the latest tank from Footoon, and yeah, it's actually a replaceable coil tank, similar to the FX, but done a hell of a lot better. Anyway, we'll jump into the down view now. I'll show you a little bit more about it, then we'll come to the up view, give her a vape, and see how it goes. Okay, here we are in the down view with the AQUA UX. As you can see, it's by Footoon. Big image of the actual tank itself there. You've got your airflow and juice control options along the side here, with instructions to show you whether it's 0, 50 and 100% open. You've also got the scratch and check thing by Footoon here, including a little Footoon hologram. I haven't actually scratched this off yet. Ultra taste experience, AQUA UX ultra taste experience. So there you can say that's what it looks like. The box itself, inside you've got the tank. Let me just take this out. This is the tank here, as you can see. Let me just set that to one side just there. I'll show you what else you get inside the box. A little bit of foam insert. Down in the bottom there you've got a spare UXR coil, 0.4 ohm, and then you've got all your O-rings here, and little Ultem replacement air and juice control flow things there. And of course, every good tank comes with one of these. And a little instruction booklet shows you, oh, got it upside down here, shows you the valve control, what those will do, coil replacement, how to replace your coil, and then it shows you what you should do to start with, bottom fill, top fill, and juicing your coil up before you actually put it in, things like that. But I'll show you all that now anyway. Oh, and on the back, always handy, a little exploded view of the tank with the parts list, which includes all the parts list there, so that's quite helpful as well. Right, put the spares back in there. Okay, I won't need this spare coil as I already have one in the tank ready to be used. Okay, so the tank itself, as you can see, let me just split this down for you so you can see all its constituent parts. There's the drip tip, just a little stainless steel drip tip thing there, and you've got the little top cap, you take that off. All this is made of stainless steel as well, 304 stainless steel. This here is your little rubber bung, which allows you to top fill your juice in this little bit here, as you can see. Top fill, so there's one air hole for filling the juice, one hole for actually letting the air out, and you can see the little particle guard type thing in there, the spit back guard. So let me just take this off. This tank, the reason this tank is so shiny is because it's made of Ultem. It's moulded Ultem, sorry, as opposed to a lot of people machine Ultem, and this one's actually made of moulded Ultem, so that's why it's nice and clear. Okay, there you go. You can see that's the anti-particle system here, the little spit back guard, and I've been vaping on this for a few days now, and it does actually work quite well. Two little juice control flow channels there, and obviously your air comes up the middle. On the sides you've got your little airflow control, juice control type little dials. As you can see, you turn those and whatnot. Let me just split those out here so we can take those out. Okay, so there you go. You can see in there a little hole in there. I don't know if you can see it actually, there's a little hole just in there, and that's for your airflow. Little slot here, and I've put there was a little bit of swarf inside the air holes, so I cleared it out with a 3mm screwdriver. So I know that these airflow holes are 3mm. There's your little juice control. You can just see the coil in there. Actually, see that little bit of green? That's your coil. Let me just strip the bottom off for you. And I can show you the coil up close. That's your bottom cap. It's got the Footoon label on it and the bottom the Footoon stamp, among other things. And here's the coil itself. Again, it's a nice little unscrewing system, so it's all very watertight and good for preventing leaking. That's one of the good things I can say about this tank, is I haven't had any leaking with it whatsoever, like literally none. Here's the coil up close. This is the little screw-in bit. Here's the coil itself. This is the it's basically the same system as was in the FX. So this is the fixed coil in a nice silicone rubber sleeve, and all you do when you change your coil, that's your bottom firing pin, your 510 that sits in the bottom of your 510 connection there. That makes contact with your mod. And this bit here, literally there's a little metal ring in there which connects to the coil in there, and the little positive ring at the other side, or the negative ring should I say. And basically when you're changing the coil over, you get your pin and you just literally slide it into place. Oh, there we go. Twist it around, make sure it's sitting in there nice and freely, make sure that's all nice tight, and that's your coil changed. Really, really straightforward and simple. And then you just put this on here. Now I'm just going to make a little jump cut while I grab some juice to juice this coil up. Okay, and I'm going to use one of my favourite juices, a bit of Red Astaire, a bit of homebrew Red Astaire here. And it also makes it a lot easier to see for the purpose of juicing up these coils. Okay, see, as you can see, with it juiced up like this, it shows you that I can actually see that these are nicely juiced up, which you can't always do that with clear juice. But yeah, so I'm not massively fussed about food colouring in my juice. I know a lot of people get all bugged out about it, but let's be fair, we used to smoke, so it's not really a big deal having a bit of food colouring, is it? Right, okay, put that to one side. That's my juice. Right, and then you just literally, once you juiced your coil up, you put it back inside, screw it down. You can see that there. Alright, there we go, and that's it, ready to go. Nice little thing. The only thing is with this, actually it doesn't look too bad at the moment, but sometimes it does go a little off centre. Oh no, there you go, you can see it there. So it does tend to go a tiny bit off centre. I don't know whether that's down to the design of it or what, but yeah, usually it sort of rights itself when you put the bottom cap on. You just put this in place now. Okay, so the 510 pin sticks up quite a bit. It is off centre, quite badly actually, as you can see. Alright, give me a second to try and sort this out. Okay, so yeah, one of my only cons is I've tried to mess about with this coil and I can't seem to get it dead centre. But as you can see, the 510 pin sits over quite a bit. So I've tried to get it in the centre and I can't seem to get it there. So I've taken this bottom bit off numerous times. So that's a bit of an issue right there, to be fair. But anyway, so let's get back on, put these back in place. And last of all, let's put the Ultem tank back on. Of course, you can at this point fill it up through the bottom here if you want. Fill it up and then screw your tank on top. But I'm going to top fill it because I know a lot of people like top fill tanks these days. Screw that back on there. Put this little bad boy just on here. Oh, mate. That's it. That on top, and that fits in nice and tightly with an O-ring on there. And then the drip tip goes back on there. Okay, so that's the tank there. Let me show you quickly how it fills up. Just pop this off here, and then oh, let me just get that tip in there. There we go. As you can see, juice is going in. I have already turned off the airflow, the juice flow even, so it doesn't flood. But I don't even think you really need to worry about doing that too much. Let me just put this back on here. Oh, there we go. Nice little juice stopper in place. There's the top cap. And that's it, ready to go. Got a bit of juice in there. Gonna let that sit in the coil for a second and then give it a nice little vape. Right, so I've just shown you the teardown of it. That's all ready to go. Let's go back up to the up view and give it a little vape, see how it goes. Okay, we're back up from the down view. As you saw, that was me just building the AQUA UX. Now, I do have a couple of issues with this tank, I'll be honest. Let me see. Well, okay, I love the airflow and juice control. And wide open, it blows clouds. It really does. It blows clouds really well. I've got it running on my VTC Mini at 38 watts at the moment. It's pushing out 4.9 volts, and the coil is reading at 0.44 ohms. I'm not much of a mouth to lung. I'm not much of a lung inhaler, but yeah, it's pretty good. And the other thing I found with this, which I was quite impressed with, is if you turn the airflow control to off like that, and then do a mouth to lung, it's perfect for mouth to lung inhales, as you can see. So it does mouth to lung really well, and it does lung hits really well. It's been marketed as an ultra taste experience, and I will have to say that's exactly what it gives you. It gives you a lot of flavour, some nice cloudage for those who are into that sort of thing, and obviously with the juice flow control you could turn it down if you've got a higher PG juice, or turn it all the way up for a high VG juice. It does tend to go through juice pretty quickly, but that's probably down to the size of the coils themselves, and obviously, you know, your mileage may vary. You may not go through juice as quickly as I do on it. The only two cons that I have found is, number one, I don't know if you can see this, but the tank actually wobbles. I don't think the 510 is deep enough. Let me just take it off and show you. So if you see the 510 on there, let me put my hand there, there you go. So you see the 510 threads don't go all the way down, there's a gap. Now, I think it's possibly down to that. Also, that 510 pin that sticks right out and at a funny angle like that, that is a bit of a con as well. I don't know what can be done to correct that, but you can see it yourselves there. It's not really, it's slightly at an angle, you know, and that sits on the mod, and it just sort of, it wobbles. Yeah, so my fire alarm just went off. My lovely fiance is cooking in the kitchen at the moment, and the fire alarm just went off. So anyway, as I was saying, there is the 510 pin, and it is slightly off center, and yes, it does ever so slightly, you know, even screwed all the way down, it wobbles. It wobbles. I can't, you know, I can't say it doesn't and make out that it's absolutely brilliant. It's a lovely tank. The flavour's good. The only other thing is this bit here, this portion here, where they have, obviously where the coil's housed, gets really hot. After, when you chain vape it, it does get really warm really quickly. After only a few pulls, it gets really warm. But yeah, as long as they sort of maybe correct the coil issue, I think it's something to do with it. Maybe the little 510 bit is just a smidgen too long. If that was just a little bit shorter, I reckon it would sit flush and quite nice. So I do think the 510 firing pin, as you can see there, is just a little bit too long. But the bonus to that is it means you can put it on hybrid mods and things like that. It does sit a little bit wonky, as you can see, but aside from those couple of issues, I can't fault it as a flavour tank. As you can see, you know, it does well for mouth to lung, as I've just demonstrated there. And yeah, again, for all you mouth to lung inhalers out there, got a little bit of juice coming up the spit back thing here. but I can say that it doesn't. I haven't had any spit back from it at all since I've been using it. The only thing is, obviously, juice gathers a little bit in the tub there, in the tube there, where the in the chimney where the spit back guard is. It sort of gathers around that a bit. So aside from those few little issues, it's a good little tank. Would I buy one? If I wasn't given one for review, would I go out and buy one? If you're into replaceable coils, yeah, give it a go. It's definitely worth it. If you don't, you don't want to get into rebuilding or anything like that. Me myself, I like building my own coils. I'm a real big fan of building my own coils. Plus, I almost exclusively vape stainless steel these days for temp control, and these don't come with stainless steel coils, so you can't do temp control on them. It's just Kanthal 0.4 coils. You can buy it if you are interested in buying. And I would say if you're into replaceable coils, by all means give it a go. It's a lovely little tank, great for flavour, good clouds as you saw. Let me just give you another. See, so it does give you clouds as well. It's a really nice little tank. You can buy it from naturevape.co.uk at the top there, and I'll put up a little image now. You can see the mod itself. It's $39.99, and wait for that image to go. And then I'll put up another image now, and you can see that the coils are only $9.99 for a pack of 5. There we go. I'm back. So for 40 quid, you've got yourself a tank plus 7 coils ready to go. So you've got quite a number of weeks worth of vaping out of there. If you think on average you can probably get like a week, 2 weeks out of a coil. So it's pretty good. For £40 up front, you've got your coils and your tank. You don't even need to buy the coils straight up to get used to it. And the tank itself's 30 quid, $29.99 from naturevape.co.uk, and they are the official resellers of the Footoon stuff in the UK. So thanks very much to Footoon for sending me this lovely little tank. I'll be sure to be vaping on this a little bit more, and I'll probably even take it to Vape Jam with me, let a few people see it as well. Come up and say hello if you're going to Vape Jam, and I'll see you then. So yeah, pretty damn good. Not a bad little tank, few little issues. If they sort them out, we're golden. Maybe in the V2, the UX V2, we'll have those issues sorted. Alright, okay. This has been Darth Naga, and this has been the first proper episode of Full Steam Ahead. Doot doot! I will see you guys in the next video review. Until then, have a good one. Take care.